Guys, it is confirmed. Ghana versus Germany. It is confirmed by the Ghana Football Association. We are going to play a friendly against the 4 times world champion Germany in March, and I'm here to give you the details. The Black Stars of Ghana are set to take on 4-time world champions Germany in a pre-FIFA World Cup friendly on Monday, March 30th, 2026 in Stuttgart. So guys, this is the update. It is now confirmed. The last time we talked about this, I stated that they were in talks, but now it has been finalized, and the Ghana Football Association brought this out. They have already posted it on all their socials, and you can have a look at it right here. Now, this friendly is in preparation towards the World Cup, and if you take a look at Ghana's Group L, we have 2 European countries in there, so it is right that we play against the best of the best, one European country, to build us to that particular World Cup. And it will be a very great test for the Black Stars, because after the group came out, all people were saying was Hurricane versus Benjamin Asari. So guess what? This is Benjamin Asari's opportunity to play against some of the best players in Europe. So let's see what happens. So guys, this is the update concerning the Ghana versus Germany friendly game. Let me know what you think about it down below in the comments. I'm sure we are going to play 2 friendlies. I'm sure Ghana is going to play 2 friendly games in March. So let's just wait for the rest of the communique from the Ghana Football Association. But then guys, this is the update concerning that one. Now, I want us to talk about other updates that has to do with Ghana when it comes to the World Cup. Now, this is coming from the communication director of the Ghana Football Association, Harry Asantichum, and he was speaking with Asempa FM, and he stated that FIFA is allowing each country the liberty to register 23 to 26 players for the 2026 World Cup. So it is just a repeat of what happened in Qatar. Now, we heard that these were rumors. We heard that, because the format has changed and more countries are going to participate in this particular World Cup, then the number of players that are allowed for each country would increase. But from what we are hearing, from what the communication director is saying, it is just the same like the last time we played in Qatar, 2022. 23 to 26 players. So, I mean, it's an opportunity for the coach to start doing his selection. And I've already said this. Otoado knows the players he's sending to the World Cup, like 70% of them. The 30%, that is what he has to work on. And also, just in case, uncertainty, something like injuries and other stuff, that too. But then, guys, these are the updates concerning Ghana's World Cup. That is not all. Harry Asantichum continued to state that each of the 48 teams that have qualified for the 2026 World Cup must submit their provisional squad by May 11th. Each country, including Ghana, must provide or present their provisional squad list by May 11th next year, 2026. And then by June 1st, each team must submit their final squad for the tournament. So guys, these are more information we are getting concerning the World Cup and also what Ghana has to do. First, players that are supposed to go 22 to 26, and also the date for presenting the squad, provisional squad list by May 11th, and also final squad list by June 1st. So guys, these are some of the updates we are getting from the Ghana Football Association, from their communication director. Let me know what you think about all this down below in the comments. The World Cup, we are ready for it. I mean, it's very painful not to see the Ghana Black Stars play at the AFCON, but at least we are preparing ourselves for the World Cup, which is the most important one. So guys, these are the updates. Ghana versus Germany is going to happen March 30th, 2026 in Stuttgart. And also, all you need to know concerning the World Cup and what Ghana must do, preparation towards that. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Kwasi Sibo. I have 2 news concerning Kwasi Sibo. Number 1 has to do with the game Real Oviedo played yesterday in the Spanish La Liga against Sevilla. They lost that game by 4-0. Now, when I take a look through the squad list, he was not part. He was not even part of the match day squad. Now, I was asking myself, what might be the reason? So when you go and check Flash Score, they normally give reasons why players were not included in the match day squad. And his was injury. And I was like, someone who is not playing, he's injured? Then I went on to social media to get more information on this. I did not see anything regarding his injury or what type of injury he sustained. But what I noticed was that a lot of reports concerning his exit, a lot of people believe that Kwasi Sibo is frustrated not getting regular game minutes with Real Oviedo. And a lot of people are also attributing it to the fact that Real Oviedo want him to extend his contract. The player is not willing to do that. And from reports, what we are getting is that an MLS club, which has not been named yet, have submitted an offer to Real Oviedo of 1 million euros to sign Kwasi Sibo, an MLS club. So guys, these are some of the updates we are getting concerning Kwasi Sibo. One, it is stated that he's injured. He did not feature for Real Oviedo yesterday against Sevilla. Two, when I went to check, I did not see any report regarding that particular injury. What type of injury, whether it's major, whether it's minor, how did he sustain the injury? There was nothing of that sort. But then three, what I found out was that the player has not played a lot of games. He's frustrated and wants to leave in January. Four, an MLS club has already approached Real Oviedo and are willing to table down 1 million euros to sign Kwasi Sibo from Real Oviedo. Let me know what you think about all this down below in the comments. This player, trust me, we have seen what he has done with the national team. And all of us are in agreement that if you are going to the World Cup, he needs to be part of it because he has formed a special bond or partnership with Thomas Partey in the middle. But the thing is, he's not getting regular playing time. And you and I know it will definitely affect your form in national team. But the way Real Oviedo are handling the situation is not right. You understand my point? And it looks like they are also struggling. So why not play him? At the beginning of the season, I saw him play games for Real Oviedo against Barca, against Real Madrid. I thought he did pretty much very good. But all of a sudden, he's not playing. So people started attributing it to contractual issues and everything. But guys, these are some of the updates we are getting from Kwasi Sibo. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. And if you were to advise Kwasi Sibo, one advice, what advice would you give to the player looking at the situation now? Let me know it down below in the comments. For me, my advice to Kwasi Sibo would be, man, Kwasi, move from your club, go to a club in January, whether permanent, whether on loan, get regular playing time. Put yourself in a very good shape, in a pole position, not to only end call up to the national team, but also to start at the World Cup, because it could change your life. That is all I can tell you. So guys, that is the update that I have concerning Kwasi Sibo. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Antoine Semenyo. Two updates concerning him. First update concerning Antoine Semenyo is that Liverpool have approached Bournemouth concerning Antoine Semenyo and they have begun talks. So guys, this is the first update concerning Antoine Semenyo. Yes, Liverpool has approached Bournemouth and they have begun talks concerning Antoine Semenyo. Now, the second update has to do with today's game. Bournemouth are going to play against Manchester United. So, in a pre-match press conference, our own coach, Ruben Amorim, he last time talked about Semenyo and said he was a special player. And people were asking him, did you say special player in such a way that you want him at Manchester United? And this was his response. He says that, no, I did not say that for that reason. I think there are many exceptional players in the league. What I feel to sum up is that they have a top-level coach, a top-level team, and I really like that team. And I like their best player, who is special or who is a special player. So guys, this is coming from Ruben Amorim and what he had to say about Antoine Semenyo when he was posed that question during a pre-match presser for the game they are going to play this particular evening, Manchester United versus Bournemouth. So guys, two updates concerning Semenyo. His transfer, Liverpool have already begun talks with Bournemouth concerning Semenyo and they want him. Semenyo is versatile. He can play left wing, play right wing. Very versatile player. And I see this move happening in January. Don't get me wrong. I see it happening in January. And also, the fact that Ruben Amorim said a lot about Semenyo, he called him a special player. You understand? He says Bournemouth's best player is a special player. So, referring to Semenyo, let's see what happens today. Today, Bournemouth versus Manchester United. Trust me, I'm a Manchester United fan. I'm going to tell you this for free. You are going to consider a goal. United is going to consider a goal. And trust me, Semenyo has something up his sleeves. And he's going to show it against Manchester United. So, guys, that is the update that has to do with Antoine Semenyo. Lastly, let's talk about Inaki Williams. Inaki Williams, I'm happy he's back from injury. And I'm happy he's back on the field playing again. But then yesterday, after their game at Athletic Club, he spoke about his return from injury. And this is what he said. Let me read it very, very quickly. He says that I felt good going into the game little by little. Despite the training, the most important thing is competing. I'm happy to be back and to be able to contribute as soon as possible. On the penalty kick, there was a penalty kick incident in that game they played, and this is what he had to say concerning that. He says that my brother Nico asked me to take the penalty. I saw he was confident, but unfortunately the goalkeeper guessed correctly. That's part of football. So guys, that is coming from Inaki Williams. First of all, talking about his return from injury, stating that it felt good coming back from injury and also growing into the game little by little. Despite the training, the most important thing that he has to compete, not only amongst his own teammates, but also amongst other teams too. Then also on the penalty kick that happened in the game, which they missed, he says that his brother Nico asked him to take the penalty, and he saw that, oh yeah, he was confident, but then they missed it. The keeper caught the direction right. So guys, this is the update that has to do with Inaki Williams. The thing is, yesterday I talked about Callum Hudson-Odoi. A lot of people disagreed with me, and that is fine. You know, it's good to be disagreed with. I know a lot of people also agreed with me. But yesterday I was going home, yeah, I was in a trotro, I was going home. And then in the car, two people were watching TikTok video. So, I mean, it was just loud. We were all, you know, vibing with it. And then suddenly I heard my own voice. That means my video came up. And then the man who was watching my video was like, Okosia, Ombabeyedeng. For those who don't understand Chi, I don't know how to say Okosia in English. But then he was saying that, what are they coming to do? Referring to Callum Hudson-Odoi and what I was saying about, you know. But then, you know, it was late. No one saw my face. Because if they saw my face, I'm telling you, they would have asked me to explain myself. But then that was what happened. I think for me, it's good that we all have opinion concerning these players. As I said, I was one person who did not like them in the team. But I think my mind is changing. And it is cool if your mind is not changing. I don't have a problem with it, you understand? But it's good to have diverse opinions on this. Let's see what Otuado will do. Whatever he does, all in the benefit of Ghana, I think I'm okay with it. So guys, this is where I'm going to end it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. I'm going to make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.